welcome back to Apollo Justice. Last time we were trying to gather some more evidence for the current case that we're in because the one before then we failed horribly. And I'm hoping that we have enough evidence this time around. So let's see what happens this time. Okay. May 12th. There's Maya. Maya looks exhausted, but can't blame her. Nick, I was thinking about it all day yesterday. I never properly asked you to defend me, did I? It doesn't matter. I'm on this case till the bitter end. I know. That's why I wanted to officially ask you for your help. You got it, Maya. Let's do this. We gotta wrap this up and get back home so you can make your dream show come true. The Steel Samurai versus the Plumed Punisher, right? You bet. You look as if you did not sleep last night, Barbed Head. It is written all over your face. Hey, thanks. How can you expect to put up a respectable defense like that? I'm all fired up and raring to go. Guess Maya's not the only one looking exhausted. Honestly, I'm right there with you, Phoenix. I've been tired all frickin' day. That's true, Katie. Yeah, she never really officially asks. Rafe doesn't seem in the best spirits herself. Go ahead. Feign confidence now while you're still able. Hey, Cloud Ripper, welcome on in. Hope we're doing well. Also, no, it's not a thing. Stop it. But I'm doing alright. A little tired, but otherwise, I am good. I hope you're well. For I will see to it that your last rites are read to you this day. It was just my imagination. Ready, Nick? Okay, Maya. Let's head on in. How's the audio levels, by the way? Is everything okay? I've had to mess around with it because of winds of change. Sounds okay? Alright. Just let me know if it needs more balancing. Day 2. Court is now in session. Now then, if everyone is ready. The defense is ready, Your Majesty. The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay. Oh, no prayers this time, Prosecutor Somebody? I already offered my prayers for the latest victim during my visit to the crime scene. Being that the accused has already been found guilty of the first murder, let us hasten this trial, so we may put this dead lawyer walking out of his misery. I could not agree more. In yesterday's trial, the accused was already found guilty of murdering the high priest. And today, she will be tried for the murder of his disciple, Parazelot. Now then, Prosecutor Somebody, your opening statement, if you would. Certainly. I know, Katie, the frickin' puns. The accused has now slain 2 of the most devout clergymen in Coriolism. Even the lowest level of hell, the hell of tickling, would not be punishment enough. Then what terrible fate awaits her? Valgipol. Valgipol? Oh my god, what is that? Balgapokon Hell, a realm of eternal agony. Ooh, God. There, she will suffer the endless punishment of Jagar by the Galoon? I don't know how you pronounce that. Of Holmoten. Furthermore, enough! My blood runs cold at the mere thought of that such a terrible place exists. They see tickling as the worst layer of hell, apparently. I mean, for some people really hate tickling, so I can get that. Hi, Samuel. Welcome on in. Hope we're doing well. I was gonna ask for a translation, but on second thought, ignorance is bliss. Now then, please continue. Minus the part about the terrible hell awaiting the accused. As you wish. The victim of this heinous crime was the High Priest's disciple, Berezeloth. He had been training under the High Priest while living at the priest's home. God, Fox, I swear to God. Welcome on in, dude. Hope we're doing well. I had met him under a number of times, and he seemed like an earnest young man. Oi! No! Not a thing! Stop it! How tragic that he met such a terrible end. Saber, I'm gonna get you one of these days, I swear. The murder occurred at the Plaza of Devotion during the Purification Rite. It was a bold crime carried out while the plaza was full of faithful deep in prayer. Yeah, put the knife down, Saber. Oh my goodness. Hey Fox, you looking forward to debuting your new PNG tuber in a couple hours? The Warbad dagger was found impaled in the victim's upper back. Guys, put your knives down. Stop it. The stabbing caused a spinal cord injury that killed him instantly. Ah, Warbad dagger. Lady Kira's weapon of choice. Sadly, we weren't able to get the redeems up and running due to a need to experiment with the Sammy plugin, but that's coming. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we still have a few other things that we need to work on anyway, so yeah. Also, wait, you're gonna be working with Gigas and Sammy? I thought you'd be using something else. Sounds gonna be okay. Fox, can I ask you something though? Please tell me you're using an old version of Sammy. Current version? Okay, I don't know if anything's changed, but I could have sworn that the current owner, Sammy, was like behind generative AI. I could be wrong though. Maybe something's changed, but I don't know. Haven't heard anything because it was a thing for a while. I don't know if anything's changed, but. And Senna's against Gen AI too, so unless he's in the dark as well. It came up like a couple of months ago, I think, that apparently the current owner was like, was for generative AI. But I don't know whether anything's changed or not. I could be wrong. Take my words with a grain of salt, if anything. But that's what I heard. Anyway. Sorry, I didn't mean to, like, I didn't mean to, like, you know, shoot you down there, you know, because of that, but just because I know you're against Gen AI, and when I heard about that, I was like, oh, hold on a minute. So, yeah. Actually, if it is the case, it isn't up and running yet? Okay. Yeah, maybe it's, as I said, it might be the case that it's not up yet. So if anything, it might be just worth never updating the program. I can always ask send to switch. Yeah. If anything, if the Gen AI thing hasn't been implemented yet, then you should be okay. And then just don't update the program. I think that's probably the best course of action in that regard. But yeah, I don't know. I don't use Sammy just because I couldn't do it personally. Sen's entire stream is run on Sammy. Yeah. I know that Sen's like really, like, he really likes Sammy, and I know that he uses it for practically everything. There's two other bot programs I could use, StreamerBot and one other. Yeah, I think didn't Sophie recommend StreamerBot? I'm using Firebot for mine, which I think does the job. For me, it's like it's a user-friendly version of Sammy. That's my take on it, anyway. But yeah, if anything, maybe just StreamerBot apparently has poor customer support, according to Sophie. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Right. I feel really bad now. I feel like I've just kind of ruined everything for you, and that's not what I meant to do. I just wasn't sure if you were aware or not. At least from what I've heard. Again, it could be completely wrong. Right, okay. Yeah, I might do some research later, if anything. But yeah, just to be 100% sure. But yeah, Fox, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to, you know, put you down. That was not my intent. I just wasn't sure if you knew or not, like, of what was said about it. So. We have already established that the accused prints were on the weapon. Incredibly damning evidence in itself. No, I didn't do it!
Objection!
I thought you were talking about the chicken nugget situation? No, not that. I am well aware about that because it was all over my feed yesterday on Blue Sky. So I couldn't avoid that. Hang on. I'm gonna search up the thing about Sammy because it's really bugging me. I really want to know. Am I? Yeah, so I'm seeing a post where apparently it's not implemented yet, the whole AI thing. They're like coding it into the program. That was last mentioned like a month ago. Now, whether or not anything's been implemented yet, I don't know. David Athlete! Thank you so much for the raid! How was your stream? What were you up to, dude? But welcome on in, Raiders. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Sky Blue Arts, or you can call me Serena. That Revenge Raid, wow, okay then. I'm a 2D animator and artist, and I'm also a variety streamer. Welcome on in, guys. Hope you had a fantastic time over an Athlete's stream, and I hope you enjoy your stay here. We're currently playing some Apollo Justice. I'm just doing some quick research before we carry on about the program Sammy. I just want to be 100% sure that what I said was correct. Because again, it could be rumors. Oh my god, another raid, Jesus. Eviscerator, thank you so much for the raid as well. How was your stream? My goodness me. Probably Sen should look into it as well, because I don't want to have him in the dark. Yeah, I wouldn't want him in the dark either. Miyako, welcome on in, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Cass, welcome on in. It was good times. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright, thank you. Oh, excuse me. Give me a moment, folks. I just want to have a look and see if it's true. When was it last updated? Hello! Natalie, thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome to the Biscuit Bunch. Appreciate it. I'm not sure when it was last updated. Sadly, I have to alert you to errands. If you find out anything, Sky Blue or Fox, you two let me know if it's okay. DM's always open. Yeah, we'll see you if we find out anything. But you check it? I'm checking out the program Sammy because, my friend Fox, he was, thinking about using it, and I could have sworn that I heard that the current user was wanting to implement Gen AI into the program. Now, whether or not it's already implemented, I don't know, but that's what I was hearing. Like, they were thinking about doing it at the very least, and there was a lot of people that were upset about it. Yeah, I just want to know if it's in the program. Because, like, if you... I mean, I suppose if you have an older version of the program, it's fine. But if it's like all the original devs confirmed that, okay. Landy uploaded the last safe version of Sammy to his GitHub? Okay. No worries, Athlete. That's absolutely fine. And that goes for the Raiders too. If you need to go raid and dash, I totally get it. You know, please do the post-stream self-care if you need to. Or, in this case, Athlete has got to go to work. So, yeah, you take care of yourselves. Get something to eat, drink, stretch, or get some sleep for anyone that's not going to work. But of course, if you want to stick around in the meantime, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, have a good day at work, Athlete. Appreciate it. Along with a tool that can make it work without needing to update it. Oh, okay. Eviscerator, I don't suppose you could maybe send me the link to the GitHub. Could you? If you can find it anyway. Alright. God, I feel really bad now. I feel like I just kind of... I feel like I just dampened the mood a bit. Don't think we share any Discord servers anymore. If anything, you could either put it in chat, or you could whisper it to me on Twitch. And then I'll get it in a bit. Thank you, Eviscerator. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, DMs are not accessible for me on Blue Sky unless I use a VPN. So, yeah. No worries, Eviscerator. Thank you so much for hopping in. I appreciate it. Thank you for the raid. Also, guys, I do apologize. We will get back to the game, I promise. I just want to check this. There's some Blue Sky clients that go around that. Forget the names though. Oh, okay. Right, let's get back to the game. Sorry, I know I keep on procrastinating at the moment. Hold your tongue. Now, being that the accused, Maya Fey, is a serial killer, the prosecution believes that the death penalty is the only possible sentence. Would the defense care to respond? The accused is innocent and nothing can convince me otherwise. After all, the crime scene was packed with worshippers. How could my client possibly have committed this murder without a single witness? Sorry, just checking messages. The accuser's fingerprints on the murder weapon alone is enough to render a verdict. As such, I see no need to debate this any further. But... well, once her benevolence conducts her seance, it will be clear for all to see. Your Majesty, might I have a word? Is something the matter, Prosecutor Samadi? It is about the divination seance.
That's enough!
Your benevolence! Stop right there, Prosecutor Samadi. As you wish. Forgive me for overstepping my bounds. What was that all about? Barbed Head, have you made peace with your fate? For this time, the divination seance will bring you to your knees. I'm ready, and I accept your challenge. The only problem is, I have no weapons at my disposal. Our only hope now is what we can glean from the seance vision and Rafel's insights. Very well. The divination seance, if you please, your benevolence. Yes. Let us begin. Nena. Here we go again.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
I always forget this is a long cutscene. Wait, nothing showed up? I don't get it. Why wasn't there anything to see? Your benevolence. What in the world? I was unable to evoke any sort of response. Hi, Ryuji. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I called out the spirit's name many times, but to no avail. Oh, uh-oh. Just as I thought. Wait, how does he know that we don't? I had sought to confirm the contents of today's divination seance. After all, it is customary for the prosecutor to verify it beforehand. Come to think of it. Right, okay. Would you like some cheese? I mean, if I was having pasta, sure. And that is why I sought to stop her benevolence from performing it here. However, she insisted that it be done. She wished to try one more time here in the Hall of Justice. Aye! Here her benevolence is tired from her manifold duties. I am not anything of the sort. The victim's spirit will not answer my call, but I know not why. Razor, can you stop putting up the program? Thank you. It is my sacred duty to convey the truth through the divination seance. Riva, what are we to do with our divination seance? I suppose I shall have to deliver the last rites without them. The prosecution has already taken that into account when preparing for today. Alright, stuff down cheese. I should get a... Ryuji. It's funny we bring up cheese right now, because Tabby and I, we went out to go grocery shopping, because we had to top up on some things, because we were running out. Cheese was one of the things that we had to top up on, and when I wrote on when I wrote down my shopping list of things to get, I accidentally put cheese in twice. Like, I realized it when we were out, and I was like, oh, I guess we're getting a crazy amount of cheese, because look at the list. And you're just like, wait, what? Oh, my goodness. I don't know how I did that. I just put in cheese twice on the list. I am fully capable of proving the accused's guilt, with or without a divination seance. Oh! Never failed to impress Prosecutor Samadhi. It's bad. Divination seance was my one and only hope. Your Majesty, her benevolence said she isn't tired. So shouldn't we try to find out why the divination seance failed? Oh, curious, Mr. Wright. Why have you suddenly taken such a keen interest in the divination seance? Yes, explain yourself. Divination seance is for shedding light on an accused's crimes. It is the Holy Mother's hammer of wrath that is ever poised to pound you into your grave. You should fear it, not plead for it. I believe in my client. Plus, yesterday, somebody told me something that changed my mind. The divination seance was once thought of as just another piece of evidence. If we were to correctly interpret the visions through careful analysis, then they would lead us to the truth behind what really happened. And the truth will show that my client, Maya Fey, is innocent. Truth is, you don't have anything else to fall back on, huh, Nick? Please, you're not helping. How dare you? The voice of the Mitama is to be feared, not utilized by vile lawyers such as you. Seances exact a heavy toll upon the royal priestess. It would be best not to burden her any further. Or does the defense feel that it can pose no counter-arguments without the seance? No, of course not. You saw right through me. I'll have to find a way to make the divination seance happen, or we're toast. Well, since the divination seance is not possible at this time, I see no other choice. Let us proceed with the trial without the seance, as Prosecutor Samadi suggested. Thank you, Your Majesty. Why, I will not forget this, barbed head. This will not be the last you see of me. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Now then, I will now proceed by providing an outline of the case at hand. Very well. If the lead detective would please come to the stand, we may begin. Sorry, Mr. Wright. Detective Sky, I understand how you would wish to save the accused and the defense. They are your friends, after all. But you must let them go and move on. But there is only one way to save them now. By giving their souls the chance to burn away the taint of their sins in the infernal flames. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, no eating in the sacred hall of justice. Miss Sky! Yes? Don't worry about me and Nick. You just do your job. I'm sure Nick will figure something out. Eventually. Look at her eyes. Right. Thanks, Miss Faye. How very brave for a criminal with a tainted soul. Very well, Detective Sky. Please proceed. Okay, I can do this. Let me start with an overview of the case. The latest victim was Perezalot. He had been training under the High Priest and living at his house for the past 2 years. The High Priest's widow, Believe in Me, has identified the victim's body. He may have been mistaken for a rebel and killed due to his connection to the High Priest. These names, I know. I see. Well, that certainly makes sense. Would the defense care to respond? I didn't spot any inconsistencies in her testimony so far. I don't have any evidence in my arsenal. What am I going to do now? What is it, Maya? I was just wondering about how much the police actually looked into Acolyte Zelot. Because it just might prove to be the key as to why the divination seance failed. What are you getting at? Well, it's just a hunch. Wait a second. During my investigation, Rafa told me about how the divination seance works. If I could figure out why it failed, maybe she could try it again. Okay, time to press for some more information. Oh, absolutely, Vox. Absolutely. Okay, let's do our first save here.
Hold it!
What kind of person was Acolyte Zelot? According to the neighbors and others who knew him, he was a deeply devout youth. I too have heard his name mentioned as one who was a fervent practitioner. I suppose you might say he was the High Priest's star disciple. Furthermore,
Hold it!
2 years? Are you sure about that? We took statements from his neighbors and his fellow monks. They all corroborate our initial findings. about you, Maya? Well, when I first came here, I saw Zalot praying under the High Priest's instruction. See, the results of the police investigation seem to check out. Okay.
Hold it!
Was Mrs. Ivney's positive ID the only way you verified the identity of the victim? Huh? Well, no. We also checked the ID card he carried and data in his family registry. But what? Personal information didn't match any of the public records we cross-referenced. Maybe that's why the divination seance failed. I'm not sure what you mean, Mr. Wright. Here's what I'm thinking. His address was wrong, or Praise the Law is a fake name. That makes sense. If the name is wrong, then the seance would fail. It requires the full name of the person. True! So it must be that, then. The victim decided to hide his identity for some reason. In other words, he was using a fake name. To be fair, though, we have been talking about rebels and whatnot, so it is a big possibility that they changed their name to hide their identity. Royal Priestess uses the deceased's face and true name to summon their spirit. Why, yes, that is indeed true. He was using a forged ID, and there is no mention of him in our public records. Then he was likely an illegal immigrant. They are not uncommon here in Khura'in. An illegal immigrant? Come to think of it, Rachel mentioned something about immigrants yesterday. But if that's the case, we have no way of knowing who he really is. We'll have to proceed without holding a divination seance this time. Ugh. I'd always thought that Akalai Zala was Kuranese. Oh, how the High Priest must be lamenting his disciples' deception in the Twilight Realm. Oh, Mr. Wright, what do you think? Should we add this to the testimony? Yeah. This is an important fact. Please add it to the testimony. It seemed to be a fact most inconvenient for the defense. If you insist, Detective Sky, please add what you just said to your testimony. Yes, Your Majesty. He was an illegal immigrant, so we don't know his real name. Just in case this is somehow wrong. Let's see if we... Well, actually, let's press it first.
Hold it!
Isn't there some way to track down his real name? No, not if he was an illegal immigrant. Have you actually confirmed that he was in Khura'in illegally? Well, we don't have any conclusive evidence. But there's also no evidence of him being a citizen of Khura'in either. Oh boy. Now what do we do? What if there was a clue in the evidence you gathered? That's probably our only hope at this point. If he really wasn't an illegal immigrant, our proverbial goose is probably cooked. Okay, yeah, there's gotta be something in our evidence regarding that. He may have been mistaken for a rebel and killed due to his intentions. Right, let's have a look at our evidence. Newspaper from the morning of the purification rite reports on the weather and Lady Kira's activities, among other things. Look. Lady Kira... 2 years ago remains... Wait, hold on. Lady Kira's like figure that appeared 2 years ago remains a mystery. Some town elders see her as Lady Kira in the flesh. Such rumors are fueling the enthusiasm for today's purification rite. Again, it's the whole 2 years thing. Thick white ice that froze the ground from the inner center of okay, no. Escape prisoner alert. Police are asking the kingdom's subjects to be on the lookout for a male insurgent who escaped from Royal Penitentiary number 4 yesterday. Weather forecast. Okay. Statement. Water was warning. Punisher. Sanctum. Crime photo. Built in the positive devotion is a shade of tattoo on the neck.
Now, I'm Macau. I said now, I'm Macau.
Cause of death was a spinal cord injury from being stabbed in the upper back by a bladed weapon. Dagger molded after a war badge, said to have been used by Lady Kira. This one might be tricky, so I'm standing by. Okay. Beliefs statement. Family photo was taken during a Feast of Blessings, where it's customary to partake in dishes made with ginjo. These dishes are only prepared during the feast. It starts at noon on the day before the rite and must be finished by 3 p.m. the same day. Brand new prayer flag found at the Plaza Devotion. He has some writing on it. Oh yeah, what's it say? At the usual spot, bring grub 2. Tome of Secrets. Priestess acting as Lady Kira's representative must know her name. That name is Imsan. Hi Zeke, welcome on it. Also, no, it's not a thing. Stop it. Speaking this name is unforgivable. Lock this knowledge deep in your heart and devote yourself to prayer. Dirk's Law Book. Running it with the Defiant Dragon's Mark demonstrates the strength of Dirk's. In the name of her eminence, those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. Rebel hideout photo. Oi, stop it. Legal immigrants who don't know his... Okay. I'm gonna try the newspaper first.
Objection!
Okay. I didn't think so, but I thought it was worth a shot. Tell us what you think during the outbreak. So, yeah, that's true. So what I'm thinking right now is, I feel like the evidence that's going to be needed to be presented here, if we're on the right statement, which I'm assuming we are. I was thinking it was either the newspaper or it was going to be, something about, I'm trying to think of, like... So right now, I'm thinking it could be... I don't think it's the warning. It could be, but I don't think it is. On the day of the ride, the water in this... Okay. The other one I'm thinking of is the crime photo for Zelot. Sorry, I just heard a scream outside. That was freaky. One second, chat. It's a banshee, oh no! It's weird. I mean, I'm seeing two people outside. They might be smoking, if anything. I don't know. Oh, I just locked my door just in case. I'm probably overthinking it. It's probably nothing. Probably just two people being silly, if anything. But never be too careful. Anyway. Also, welcome back from ads, everyone. Sorry about that. Okay, so... maybe I'm not on the right statement. He's an illegal immigrant, so we don't know his real name. May have been mistaken for a rebel. You know what? Let's press on this one and see what happens. Why isn't that Lady Kira who's been going around capturing rebels? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but that verdict was already handed down in the previous trial. It is no longer a point of dispute, and I will not allow you to make it so. But no ifs, ands, and most of all, no buts. Oh, no buts? I'm just kidding. The accused was posing as Lady Kira, and she killed Acolyte Zalot because she mistakenly believed him to be a rebel. That's not true! I'm sorry. The verdict has already been read in that case. I have to assume that it's fact now. Now what do we do? Now I know why the divination seance failed, but... nothing's really changed. Yeah, which means we're in big trouble. If he really was an illegal immigrant, it's gonna be real hard to find out his real name. I guess our only choice is to give up on the whole divination seance thing. If only there was some way to find out the victim's real name. Okay, so... yeah, this is the right statement then, if that's the case. Okay. So it wasn't the newspaper. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Saber. I'm gonna try the photo.
Objection!
I had a feeling. Because we've been pointing out the tattoo. Sorry, Detective Sky. Police missed something important in their investigation. Huh? What are you talking about? The victim was undeniably a Kuranese native. And this crime scene photo proves it. Do they, Saber? Not sure. It does? It's a little hard to see, but look closely. You'll see clear proof that the victim was Kuranese. Where? I don't see anything that would prove that. This proves the victim was Kuranese. Hang on. Would it be the tattoo, or would it be the clothing? Let's try the tattoo first. That was my initial thought.
Take that!
Look at this tattoo right here. Why, that's a tattoo of a peach? I would like you all to think about the meaning of this tattoo. Oh, the victim really liked peaches? Well, peaches are a favorite delicacy here in Korea. They happen to be a personal favorite of mine. The sweetness of their abundant nectars and the softness of their perfectly ripe flesh. They are a blessing from the Holy Mother herself. Nick, I've suddenly got a craving for peaches. After the trial, Maya. Right now, we have bigger fish to fry. Now she's gonna be craving fish. Unfortunately, that is not a tattoo of a peach. It is not a peach, you say? Then what is it? It's a bite. Take a closer look. Haven't you seen something like that before? Namely, the tattoo on the High Priest's brow. Oh my! What? This mark is only borne by members of the Koreanist clergy.
Objection!
So that is what you believe it to be. But are you not utterly different? Are they not utterly different shapes? Sure, they're shaped differently, but there's a reason for that. The victim had the peach-shaped tattoo inked over an existing tattoo for some reason. Hi, Melina. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. However, the dark red portion is exactly the same as the mark of Koreanist clergy bear. Or clergy. Thank you. Or is it clergy? Clergy. Hey, you're right. Until about 20-some odd years ago, everyone did get one, didn't they? I myself bear one on my right. Yeah? That is entirely too much information, Your Majesty. What do you say? On his right buttocks! Oh my god. Most monks tend to have a tattoo that shows who they are in the reverence. Oh, okay. Information on everyone who enters the clergy is maintained at the temple. All we have to do is look up a monk with a mark in the same spot. I'm on it. I'll let you know if I get any hits. That will not be necessary. If you seek information on the clergy, I have it all right here. Why? You never cease to amaze. So, tell us, is there anyone who fits the bill? There is just one, and his name is Rilnemu. He became a monk 20 years ago. Then that must be the victim's real name. Wait, hold on. Let me have a look. I mean, that part is kind of subtle. But why would he try to cover up his tattoo with another one? Yeah, there must have been some reason. Nick, that's not important right now. The important thing is we know his real name. You're right. Your Majesty, now that we know the victim's real name... Excuse me. The divination seance might actually work, or might finally work. Oh, sorry, burping. The lawyer who willingly seeks a seance. It's entirely unprecedented. Oh god. That was like a hiccup and a burp I just had. You done? Should be good. You are but digging your own grave, Defense. You won't know that until we try. Sure, it's risky, but it's our only hope. Very well. Let the divination seance be held once more. Please tell me we don't have to have the cutscene again. Why would a lawyer work so hard to see the divination seance be held once more? You are a fool, Bardhead, and your foolishness shall yield no gratitude from me. For with the truth revealed by my insights, I shall gladly seek your demise. Bring it on, princess. Because I will correctly interpret each and every one of your insights. You will regret ever thinking you could use my sacred insights as evidence.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
I can, okay, thank God. It's very lengthy. Girl, your insights are about as sacred as the moldy feta in my fridge. Ew. Hi, Breeze. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Jinjo, Plume, Punish Theme, Heavy, Pain. Okay. Oh, my. It is just as Mr. Ray surmised. Razorlaw wasn't the victim's true name. Yeah, that's not a whole lot to go on. But now at last we have seen the victim's final moments. But all we could see was the ground. You seem terribly disappointed. I take it you did not find any fodder for one of your infamous turnabouts? Ugh. I, on the other hand, have discovered something. Conclusive evidence that establishes the accused's guilt. You did? Oh, a most surprising surprise attack. So, tell us, Prosecutor Samadi, what is this conclusive evidence you have found? I just got a text on Telegram. The Plumed Punisher theme song that the deceased heard. Please consider this item here. It was confiscated from the accused during her interrogation. Hey, that's my Plumed Punisher strap! When you press the Magatama on the Plumed Punisher's belt, it seems the accused inadvertently pressed the button in the midst of her crime. This strap is an extremely rare item, is it not, Miss Faye? You better not break it! There's only one of those in the whole wide world! I know! It is just as I said. Your flights of fancy have come crashing down on you. She sure seems to be enjoying this. Yeah, never seen her look so thrilled before either. It is time to accept the fact that divination seance is far more than mere evidence. It is the very truth that brings the hammer of justice down upon the accused. So, that is as conclusive as evidence can get. Now then, if there are no further objections...
Objection!
Slow down now, Your Majesty. At least let me make a counter-argument. What's this? You take issue with the divination seance? Oh, I have issues with it. I just don't know what they are yet. That's never stopped me before. The divination seance is not the absolute truth. It only becomes the truth after it's been interpreted correctly. Ugh. You do not know when you are beaten, do you, you foolish lawyer? I am the only one who speaks for the mitama of the deceased. If you believe there to be errors in my insights, then let us see you prove it. The victim was offering up his prayers. It was the night of the rite. Though it's dark, the pattern on the plaza... Oh, Though it's dark, the pattern of the plaza's ground was visible. Okay. Then, someone was there, and the theme of the plumed punisher filled the air. The accused held the defenseless victim down and plunged her knife into his neck. The blade struck true, and in that instant, he departed from this world. That is everything the deceased experienced in his final moments. For Benevolence's insights have painted a detailed picture, both vivid and true. I didn't notice any holes there. To stand now, those insights are really stacked against us. Just have to go over each and every one of the deceased sensations very carefully. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. So, Jinjo, Plumed Punisher theme, heavy. The victim was offering up his prayers. It was the night of the rite. Though it's dark, the pattern of the plaza ground was visible. And someone was there, and the theme to the plume punisher filled the air. The accused held the defenseless victim down and pushed her knife into his neck. Blade struck true, and in that instant, he departed from this world. Oh, this is a tricky one. Now, here's my thought regarding this whole thing. So, usually, when you make a prayer, you have your eyes closed. Now, maybe it's an exception on this one just because it's a game and you need to see something. But, yeah, usually your eyes are closed, and also with the way that hang on, let's have a look at the evidence real quick. That's true, Katie. Yeah, it could... Well, no, hold on a minute. No, that can't be right, because... Wasn't he, Yeah, no, he was in the middle of the prayer, because he was there earlier in the day. We saw him there on the day that we arrived. And they stayed there for days, so yeah. Yeah, the sight is what's getting to me. That's the part that's annoying me right now. Well, not annoying me. It's like it's the night of the right. Though it's dark and the pattern on the plaza ground was visible. Why is it heavy? The perspective of this feels wrong. Yeah. No. Touch. That's touch. Okay. Hmm. I'm gonna try the sight thing because I feel like that is something to point out. I could be wrong though, but I do want to try.
Objection!
No, okay, so that's not it. I thought I'd try it anyway, just in case, because you just never know. Okay, so we can say it's not that. Right on the right, though it's dark, the pattern of the process ground was visible, and someone was there, and the themed plume punisher was filled the air. Again. No, plume punisher. Wait, hold on. What's in there? I noticed that Jinjo was like freaking out there for a sec. Then someone was there and the accused held the defenseless victim down and plunged her knife into his neck. The blade struck true, and in that instant he departed from this world. Yeah, this is a tricky one. Hmm.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy. One other thing I'm noticing is even after he gets stabbed, he still has the heavy feeling. Like it carries on until he dies. Which, maybe that's not a big deal now that I'm saying it out loud, but... I don't know. Um... Hmm. Hmm. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Katie?
Objection!
I didn't think so. I thought I'd try it. Okay. Not a bad thing per se. This is a tricky one, and it requires you to remember certain things from earlier in the case. But what exactly, I won't say. Oh, there was so much that happened, though. That's the thing. Hey, Hoshi, welcome on in. Just casually coming in and exploding. Victim was offering up prayers. Right of the right, though it's dark, pattern on the positive ground was visible. Maybe we should look at our evidence. Maybe that'll help. Plume Punisher. This one-of-a-kind strap plays the Plume Punisher theme when Nakatama on her on her belt is pressed. Maya got this in exchange for her Steel Samurai watch. Pressing the Makatama on the belt plays the Plume Punisher theme song, which begins with some traditional Koreanese instruments. Maya says it's exotic sound, which is totally different, but it sounds exactly like the samurai theme song to me. Okay. I'm trying to remember. So I think the Plumed Punisher strap was on her bag, right? I think that's where it was, which was left in what's his face's house. Held in the closet of devotion is shaped. Where's that watch that that was mentioned? Bishop Maya and the High Priest family take it to the Feast of Blessings on the day. Why? Family food was taken during the Feast of Blessings, where it's customary to partake in dishes made with ginger. These dishes are only prepared during the feast, which starts at noon on the day before the rite and must be finished on the same day. When did he die? He died on... It was the day that we had the court session. See, what's bugging me right now is the Jinjil, because the Jinjil is supposed to be had before the thing. Yeah, so I know it's meant to have a strong smell, but if you're supposed to consume it during the afternoon and this is at night, why is it still around? I'm gonna try the Jinjo because I feel like that's the part that we need to focus on right now.
Objection!
Boom! Got there in the end. Yeah, just after looking at the evidence, I was like, hold on a minute. Was it really the night of the rite? What do you mean? It would not be otherwise. Or it could not be otherwise. The accused slew Acolyte Zealot after killing the High Priest during the purification rite. The only problem is, the deceased's spirit does not corroborate that. What's this? Take a good look at what the victim smelled. Do you see how it says Jinjil? Acolyte Zealot shouldn't have smelled any Jinjil in the night of the rite. What do you mean? Let me back up my statement with some evidence for you. This should explain how the victim couldn't have smelled Jinjil the night of the rite. This one, right? Yep.
Take that!
The High Priest's wife, believe in me, told me about the Feast of Blessings. The feast includes a number of Jinjil-based dishes, and they're only supposed to be served at a certain time the day before the rite. My God, I was having a stroke there. Why, I believe you're right. I had completely forgotten about that. During the feast, the unique smell of Jinjil pervades the entire kingdom. The fact that the victor smelled it means he was murdered between noon and 3 p.m. the day before the purification rite.
That's enough!
I am not so easily fooled. Did that autopsy report not make it clear? The estimated time of death was during the rite. Oh, right. I taught her about that yesterday. Forgive me, your benevolence. The estimated time of death is just that, an estimate. Depending on the circumstances, it's possible for it to change. What's this? Like, if a body was kept cold, the slowed rate of decay makes the death seem more recent. Well, I believe I have heard something of the sort before. Is, as Mr. Wright claims, estimated time of death in the autopsy report will have to be revised. Ugh. Barbed head, you blinded me with science. Sorry. Wait, what am I apologizing for? No matter. The murder may have occurred in the afternoon hours the day before the rite. Nevertheless, the murder weapon with the accused's prints on it is incontrovertible evidence. I will now amend my insight to account for this new truth. Afternoon of the day before the rite, though it's dark, the pattern on the plaza's ground was visible. Though it's dark? Blade structure. Yep. The time of death has been corrected, leaving my insight infallible. Or infallible, whichever one is. Clean my glasses real quick because they are filthy. Nick! Changing the time of death is bound to cause some sort of inconsistency. Something that showed what it was like on that day would really help. We have the newspaper, right? Actually, wait, before we do that. Alright, Chips, take care.
Objection!
Oh, is that alright? Damn. Oh, maybe I was on... Oh, wait, I didn't have the statement. Yeah, how does that make sense? It was the afternoon of the day before the rite. Though it's dark, the pattern on the plaza's ground was visible. If it's the afternoon, it'd be bright as hell. How does that make any sense?
Objection!
Okay, thank God. I was afraid the game was going to make me sound stupid. The change in the date and time of the crime has caused a new inconsistency to surface. What's this? Oh, you are making that irritating face again. Cease that at once. Sorry, but this is the face I was born with. Rusty bitch face. Except in this case, what would it be for Phoenix? Pretty much Katie. Now, let's focus on what is important. What the victim saw in his final moments. Do you have bats in the belfry? How do you pronounce it? Barbed head. There is nothing to see. Resting stressed face, homeboy cannot catch a break. Resting stressed face, I feel that. I kind of now want to make a Telegram sticker that face. Oh my god. I will make that as a new character here, Emo. I promise you that. I just need to get around to it. The ground at the plaza was all that entered the victim's eyes. And that's what I find so strange. On the day before the rite, it should have been impossible to see that pattern on the ground. Possible, you say? Do explain. This piece of evidence shows why the plaza's ground was not visible that day. Do you have your website fixed so I can get a PNG tuber? My website? Already something that works in Discord and stream? Well, Saber, you told me what you were looking for, right? Like, you told me the specifics? Yeah, I don't have a PNG tuber option on there just yet. I will put it up there. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I was updating my website earlier with new images. I do need to update my form, to be fair. Yeah, there's a couple of things I need to do. If I make it today. Put it as... Judging by from what you described to me. Actually, wait, no, Saber, don't even fill out. Don't bother with the form because you already DM'd me about it. I'm assuming you want this to be. Like, do you want shading on it or do you want it just to be like a flat color? Let me know. And I'm assuming bust up, not full body. Shading? Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming you don't want this to be full body. You'd want it, like, from the bust up. Bust me up, baby! Oh my god. Okay. Saber, I'll send you an invoice for it later. Or I'll DM you about it later, and we'll take it from there. I do apologize for... Yeah. Right. Anyway, so this piece of evidence shows why the positive variable was wrong. What was the... Wow, Saber. Okay, then. This piece of evidence shows why the plaza's ground was not visible that day. Oh, right, because it's the day before. Right. I mean, it has to be the newspaper then, right? Surely. Yeah. This newspaper has an article that is tiny in size but huge in importance. It said that the ground was covered with thick white ice the day before the riot. What? But the victim did not see so much as an ice cube on the ground. Exactly. And so we must ask, what was the victim looking at in his final moments? Wait. I know what he was looking at. I did think there was something weird about it. I was like, hold on a minute. Something feels off with that. I know exactly what he was looking at. If you have something to say, then say it. The last thing the victim saw was not the ground at the Plaza of Devotion. This could only mean that he was killed elsewhere. What? 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 Now, where do you propose the victim was actually killed? Hey Connor, welcome on in, hope you're doing well. Yes, tell us where. Otherwise, your argument is worthless. Tobin!
Oh, this is a fun case.
Say that again. Tobin, welcome on in. Thank you for the 2-1 sub for 51 months. Thank you. He was killed at Newt. I hadn't gotten to that part yet. Any ideas, Maya? Let me think. Well, it's somewhere green and shaggy, right? Right. Well, where could that be? What is it, Barbed Head? Giving up already? Not at all. Now, where have I seen something green and shaggy? No, man! What the heck? No, man! Thank you for gifting us up to Hoshi! Hoshi enjoyed the email today after viewing. And this is where I was thinking. Knew it. You two know each other very well. So yeah, you guys are wondering what was I referring to? Like, where do I think that he was killed? This is where he was killed. Saber, don't do that. So yeah, that's the answer.
Take that!
The secret hideout the rebels were using. The rebel hideout. There was no such place anywhere on the floor of that chamber. You're absolutely right. There's no place on the floor anyway. Yeah, now explaining the blood down there as well. Oi! What are you two doing? Saber, thank you for gifting us out to Roy the Takashi. Oh my god. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing alright, thank you. I was pretty tired earlier, but I seem to be a little bit more awake now, thank god. Also, 1 second. Quick. I just wanted to go and work in Sophie's stream, as she just started. There we go. Oh my god. Hype train incoming, apparently. Now, what did the victim see in his final moments if not the floor of the rebel hideout? This is what the victim saw in his final moments. What is this?
Take that!
The shaggy green surface the victim saw was one of the moss-covered stone slabs. So, Resora, hi, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. As you can see, there are 2 distinct hand-shaped impressions in the moss here. I believe the victim was killed while he stood there with his hands pressed against the slab.
Objection!
That does agree with the seance vision. Oi! What are you two doing? I swear to God. Saber, thank you for gifting us up to Sylvie. Oh my goodness. However, one cannot definitely declare they are one of and the same. Wow, Saber, okay. Save your money. You have an infection of gremlins in chat? Apparently. I concur. There is no proof that a murder occurred in the rebel hideout. Indeed. What evidence do you have of this? I've already shown you the evidence. What do you mean? Please take a look at this second version of the photo I just showed you. Got paid a big amount. Got paid a big amount of my internship. I have stuff set aside. I swear to God. Hoshi! Hoshi, thank you for gifting us up to Jesse J. Jones. Oh my God. Well, Jesse, if you're here, enjoy the emotes and the ad-free viewing. Hi, bud. Hi, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. And you start, and it's a level 2 hype train. Oh my God. It took 6 games, but we're finally gonna make Maya pay for her. No, I won! Love you too, Saber. You can see the results of the luminal test I performed in the rebel hideout. This is proof positive that someone had been bleeding in front of that stone slab. Is this true? This information has already been provided to the police. Sky, to whom does his blood belong? We thought it was the High Priest's blood that flowed in from outside. So we haven't tested it yet. You must do it at once. Yes, Your Majesty. Yeah, no, please spend responsibly. I appreciate the support, but please spend responsibly. It appears the police have finished the testing, or finished testing the blood. That was quick. Detective Sky, your report, please. The blood found in the rebel hideout belongs to Perazalot, just like the defense claims. Detective Sky, do you realize what your blunder has done to me? When this trial concludes, I want to see you in my prayer chamber. Silver!
Cookie?
Silver, thank you for the lone bib. Appreciate it. Pokanka! There, I will deliver a joyous sermon onto you for 8 hours straight. I'm really sorry, but please, anything but that. Okay then, Hoshi. Nick, maybe, just maybe, this is the chance we've been waiting for. Yep, it seems so. I hate to do this to Emma, but go for it. It's full speed ahead. The victim was killed in the rebel hideout the day before the purification rite. Saber! Wow, okay then. Thank you for gifting another 2 subs to an Eyeless Wolf and Avian Nexus. Oh my goodness, you guys are crazy. Dylan! What the frick? I need to get more bit alerts, honestly. Dylan, thank you for the 300 bits! What are you guys doing? Then, his body was moved to the Plaza of Devotion by someone we've yet to identify. So when we thought we saw Acolyte Zelov praying during the rite, he was already dead. And that's not all. Because Katie's about to donate bits.
And here goes the insanity.
Apparently. Katie, thank you for the 65 bits. Oh my. Katie! What are you doing?
And there we go.
Thank you for another 65 bits. Hoshi, you did more than enough. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Goodness me. And that's not all. If he was killed at the Inner Sanctum, that would explain one more thing. And that would be... What the frick is happening? Sanaj! What? What the hell? What is happening? What the hell is happening? Sanaj, first of all, welcome on in, and thank you for the 5 gifted subs. What the frick? And Saber, thank you for another gifted sub to Connor. Oh my god. Well, who got gifted subs in that gift bomb? Sarkaneko, Open Planet, Demon Kitten, Cactosaurus, nice. Mozart Man. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is happening?
What am I doing? What is happening? Me? Pointing out that you have a gremlin infestation in your chat. What's happening? You getting loved on?
What the heck? This is so much!
Ma, there's a weird stray cat outside!
Katie, thank you for the 64 bits, and Dylan, thank you for the 203 bits. Oh my god. What is happening? You guys are crazy. Thank you so much. We're almost at a level 4 hype train. What the hell? I mean, so I can't really go against it, you know? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, guys. You really didn't have to do this. You guys just being here is more than enough. Oh my god. At the time of death was made to look later than it actually was. Proof of which was left behind at the sanctum. This points to how the time of death was made to appear later than it actually was. Again, loved on for another reason because you made me feel incredibly honored. What the heck, Kit Kat? Oh, you were checking out my web. Wait, what did I have it featured on the website? I did update it a little bit.
It's only fitting that Pursuit, Converge on the Culprit is playing during this hype train.
I guess so. Katie, thank you for the 10 bits. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking do it again if I must. Hoshi! I swear. You have me on the front page? Front page. Oh, you mean for the portfolio? Under your commission option? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. But that's because that was one of my best art pieces, so yeah. What the frick? Hey, man. Oh my goodness. Right, I got completely sidetracked a bit. What? Dylan! What the hell? I don't have a specific bit of lore for that one. Thank you for the 392 bits. Oh my god, and you just increased the level. It's now level 4.
Thank you for the helium snake, I appreciate it. Help! Hi, welcome on the overdue. Help! Help me! You guys are insane. No help, only support. Thank you guys so much. You really don't have to do this. It means a lot, but no help, only love. Oi, get off the throne! Hoshi, why do you have your knife out? It's kind of concerning me a bit. Oh, goodness me. This is your warning of a mass purge of your redeems. Oi! Oh, wait, oh, you're cleaning out my redeems. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'm in a good mood today. Put the knife down.
Piece of candy.
Thank you. Was how the time of death was made to appear later than it actually was. Hi, Slushy, welcome on in. Oi, get off the throne! Get off the throne! Stop it!
How the time of death was made to look at later than it actually was, proof of which that's kind of time for them. Oi! Y'all are being such gremlins. What the? Oi! Who's on my throne? Who did it? Oh my god. Well, whoever did, thank you for purchasing the baked rolls. The garlic flavored ones. Oh, I look forward to having those. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. What the hell? Y'all are insane. And thank you for the level 4 hype train. What the hell? Thank you so much. What is that emote? Mega Mlep? Okay then. That's a very interesting emote. Wait, Saber, was it you that purchased that? I mean, you guys don't have to out yourself, but still, whoever it was, thank you so much. Can't get those in the UK. They're from Europe, so I legit don't know. I was kidding about the knife on the table. I plead the fifth. You can't prove anything. I'm working on schoolwork. My alibi is rock solid. Oh my goodness. Well, whoever it was, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I definitely look forward to having those snacks. They can be a little bit addictive. And thank you so much for the support, guys. I really do appreciate it. Like, you guys never have to do anything for me. You don't have to... Whoa! Thanks, Saber. You don't have to sub to me. You don't have to give me bits or anything like that. Like, you guys just being here is more than enough. And the fact that you guys keep coming back, like, that really warms my heart. So, you know, genuinely, thank you so much. Just... Oh my god. I cannot show my appreciation enough. I really can't. I could say thank you so many times and it won't feel like it's enough. I'm not a flat cat, Katie. Oh, jeez. So I think the ads are about to start. Full disclosure, consider it thanks for making me smile on a day I needed it with your stream and honoring me with being on your... Aw, Saber! You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Man. Ah. I'm gonna have to get you something next time we meet up. Hey, none of that. No. You can't stop me. Oi! Get Toban something? Okay, what was that? Dylan! Oh my god! Dylan, thank you for purchasing the animated performance, book. Thank you so much. That was really generous of you. Holy crap. You guys, what the hell? Y'all are being too sweet to me. Well, I'm gonna have fun reading that book. You only have yourself to... Why am I to blame? Hello? Excuse me? Oh my goodness. Oh man, I'm looking forward to reading that book because that might end up helping me with my character animation a bit more. When I sense chaos, I join in. Dylan, what the hell? Thank you so much. That's really sweet. I was like, that's not a cheap book either. Like, I mean, okay, I've seen more expensive books, but still, yeesh. Get love done. Oi! Stop it. Oh my goodness. Just thank you guys so much. I couldn't have asked for a better community. Like, as I said, you guys don't have to do anything for me. Just having you guys hang out with me is more than enough. Nah, fuck it. Saber, I swear to God, don't you dare. I actually see something, but I want to make sure I'm all here before. You know, Hoshi, please, like, this is to everybody. Please spend responsibly, okay? I appreciate the support. I really, really do. But please look after yourself first and foremost, okay? I wouldn't want to... Like, I'd feel horrible if I knew that you guys were struggling financially and yet you decided to get me something. Or even commissioning me. If I find out that you're struggling financially and you commission me, I wouldn't feel right taking them. Oi! Saber, I swear to... What is happening?
Add here, take the last of my bits. Also, I checked to make sure I could do this and be finically fine.
I know what you meant, but... Frick, you guys. Saber, thank you for the little, the air duster, or the PC cleaner. That's really gonna come in handy. Thank you so much. And Dylan, thank you for the 105 bits. Oh, guys. What did I do to deserve you guys? Like, seriously. Oi! Stop it! You guys! What are you doing? Get off the throne! I swear to God, Katie! Thank you for getting the... What is that? The pizza-flavored bake rolls. Oh my... Oh no. Those are addictive. Thank you so much. What the frick, you guys? Stop! God. I'm at a loss for words. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really don't know what to say. Thank you for the pets. Sometimes I wonder, what did I do to deserve you guys in my life? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like, I've met some of the bestest friends I ever could have asked for in my life because of this amazing community. And you guys really have done so much for me over the years that I could never return the favor. I never want to take any of this for granted. You know? Oi! Hoshi! You said you were spending responsibly! Hoshi!
You made me some lovely art, and have made me laugh and smile hard during every Ace Attorney stream. Made me chuckle during other gaming streams. Made me scream with such inadequacies when you pull off gaming things that I just plain didn't.
Guys. First off, Hoshi, thank you for purchasing the art of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I am very much looking forward to reading that. That's gonna be great. Oh, Hoshi. You didn't have to do that. You just being here is more than enough. Katie!
And the list goes on and on. Thank you for being you.
Guys. You're gonna make me cry. Thank you so much for everything you guys have done for me. Like, I'll never be able to return the favor in any way. Silver of a life for me. That was worth more than I could have ever guessed. Our help spawn some. That alone is the world to me in ways I can't say on stream. Oh, Snaker, honestly, like I said, you guys don't have to subscribe to me or anything like that. Just you being here is more than enough. Love you guys so much. Oh, God. Oh, crying on stream wasn't on my bingo card today. can't say thank you enough. I feel like a broken record at this point, but... Honestly, I don't know where I'd be right now if I didn't enter the streaming scene. I don't think I would have... I said this recently, like, just a few days ago even. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Fox. And so many others. And... the fact that I've had so many people support me and who believed in me throughout the years, between like with the freelancing and streaming, just the support has been crazy. I didn't think I was gonna make it this far, if I'm honest with you, especially with the freelance stuff. I really didn't think I was gonna make it this far. But the fact that I've been doing it for over 5 years is insane to me. And the fact that I'm still streaming to this day. My younger self wouldn't believe it. That's for sure. And as I said, I've met some of my bestest friends through this community. And I'm just so appreciative of every single one of you that's in chat right now. Whether you're actually talking or whether you're lurking, know that I appreciate every single one of you. Oh, thank you, Silver. Savor me. I mean, I'll admit, like, I don't think much about myself. No, like, yeah, I mean, obviously, I've gotten better over the years, and, you know, I'm trying to think more about myself, but, you know, I didn't really think of myself highly, as a person, or, as an artist. And I still struggle with it to this day, but the fact that you guys seem to believe in me all the time, like, seeing your guys' reactions to the things that I do gives me the motivation to keep going, and it warms my heart every single time. And I never want to take this for granted. If I ever do that, chat, for the love of God, if I ever take it for granted and I see I'm up my ass, give me a reality check. Slap me across the head. You know, do whatever you gotta do to knock some sense into me.
Hello there.
Now, I've really... Wait. Let's grab Foxy and Whittick and Rots and so... Oh my god. Hello, Taro. Hi, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. We'll get back to the game, I promise you. I want to see you soar, Kit Kat, because I know you can. You have all you need and more to be successful. And every single day, I see you soaring further.
Let's get a good stretch.
They say sky's the limit, but your limit, Sky Blue Arts, is beyond into the vastness of space. Bless you. Usually it's only the bad people who think of themselves highly, most of the time too highly. Yeah, that's true, I guess. But I never want to change that. Like, I never want to get to the point where I think, oh, I'm invincible. Like, I could do anything and all that kind of stuff. Or, like, you know, and just think that I have like a bunch of yes men, basically. You got it. I'll give you immediately cognitive therapy. Thank you. No worries, Serena. I'll knock all the sense into you if I must. I hope not to, but if I must. If it ever gets to that point, I don't think it will, but if it ever does get to that point, just take me down a notch, you know? If the day comes that fame grips you, I'll bring the snipe to you and show your reflection in it. I wish you could see the faces in person that people have when you send them the art you've done for them. You genuinely make people's days, if not their weeks. Thank you. Like, I just kind of think, like, oh, I'm just doing my job. Well, obviously, the reward for me, like, again, yeah, like, it's great to be paid for the work that I do, but the reward is seeing people being so happy with what I've made for them. That's the biggest reward. Like, anytime when I see someone, like, freaking out in the DMs and they're just like, oh my god, that looks amazing, or, you know, whatever, or if they say that it's made their day or anything like that, it genuinely makes my day, if not week. Just seeing those reactions. It's those moments that make me keep going, even when things are tough. There is one thing you have done for me, but that I can't share on stream. You know what? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Saber. I know what you're talking about. Why knock cents out when we knock out dollars? Go by. Oh, yeah, just once again, just thank you for everything. Thank you for being an amazing community. Thank you for being some of the best people that I've ever met in my life. Being some of my best friends. Thank you for everything that you do for me. Just hanging out here, supporting me, whether it's emotionally or financially, it doesn't matter what it is, just thank you for everything that you guys have done. And then some. I cannot express my gratitude enough. I really can't. And I really hope that you guys know how much you mean to me. I really hope that it comes through. Because the last thing I want is for me to seem like not genuine, you know? I know it's kind of easy to see that with a lot of people nowadays on the internet, but yeah, no, like, you guys really mean a lot. So thank you so much. I love you guys. Really do love you guys. Oh, anyway, we've been procrastinating long enough. I need to get back to the game. We got a case to solve. Okay, where were we? This points how the time for death actually was. Okay, so I'm just a cheerleader for some of the best beans I know working their tails off on there. I'll appreciate it. This banging tune is gonna be the earworm of the month for sure. Maybe not for me, but we'll see. Okay, so this points out. Wait, let's go back on the history of the conversation here. How the time of death was made to look later than it actually was, the proof of which was left at the sanctum. I know. I do apologize, Connor. The Lone Gamer, hi, welcome on in. Hope we're doing well. Let's save just in case. Okay. This is it. Probably not, but I'm gonna try it.
Take that!
Oh, it is that! I wasn't sure if that would be it. But they said the sanctum, and I thought, okay, well, it has to be either that or the diagram, but it wouldn't be the diagram, because that wouldn't make any sense. Why? These are photos of the inner sanctum. Yeah, the second page. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'd like you to focus on this one. The proof is right here in this photo. This is how the time of death was made to appear later than it really was. You see how the snow has been removed from this one spot only? That's because it was used to keep the victim's body cold. Lex! Lex, thank you so much for the raid! How was your stream, dude? What are we up to? Actually, Lex, I don't think I ever realized that you streamed. Here to steal your carrot cake? Oh no. Luxo, hi, welcome on in. Hope we're doing well. And that's why the time of death wasn't what it seemed.
That's enough!
It was good? Heck yeah. The time was mistaken. And the place too? And just what do you believe that proves? That my client is innocent. What if her fingerprints on the dagger and the plume punisher theme the victim heard? You have failed to address these two key pieces of evidence. Ugh. See your point. Started last year, got affiliate the day after my anniversary of a year of streaming. Oh, nice! Heck yeah! And I use your art on my streams. Oh, Lex, thank you! Thank you so much. Heck. Playing PSO Blueburst, love the game. I don't think I've heard of that, but nice. Wasn't this your big chance thing? I'm really hoping that the difference in location can invalidate either the weapon or the theme songs being used as evidence against you. It happens, Luxel. Under the weather today, so ended early. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lex. I hope you feel better soon. Which, on that note, guys, raiders, if you do need to raid and dash, I totally understand. I know how it is after stream. Please do the post-stream self-care if you need to, but getting something to eat, drink, stretch, or get some sleep. Whatever you need to do, just make sure you look after yourself. Of course, if you want to stick around in the meantime, you are more than welcome to. Actually, that might be possible. At least for one of them. Really? What's this? You say you can contradict our argument for a key piece of evidence? Very well. Let us see you try. Nick, take a good look at the rebel hideout photo. Oh! The defense can invalidate this piece of evidence. Oh, what is that theme? That's the only one that makes sense to me. Oh, wrong. Have you watched the videos of Ace Attorney but Phoenix is a speedrunner? It is the best shitpost. No, I haven't seen that. Save. Yeah, I was right. The proof punishes thee. And how do you intend to support such a claim? Since the murder happened in the rebel hideout, there's something there that played the theme song other than my client's strap. Oh yeah, that's right, the clock! Wasn't a strap? Is this true? The item that played the Plume Punisher theme song was this. Yeah, the clock!
Take that!
This is a Plume Punisher alarm clock. I believe the victim heard its alarm go off.
That's enough!
What proof do you have that the alarm went off?
Objection!
What proof do you have that it was my client's strap that played the theme song? Do not twist the facts with your lawyerly wiles. Either way, the accused would still be guilty based off of her prints on the murder weapon. And here is what really happened. The victim stood with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout. It was the afternoon of the day before the riot. Though there have been some twists and turns, that is the truth of what happened. Ugh. Won't get anywhere until I can eliminate the dagger. Most impressive, your benevolence. I see no inconsistencies anywhere in the prosecution's case. Hi, Bernie. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. We had a bit of a long pause because freaking chat decided to break me. It made me cry. In a good way, but otherwise, things are going all right. I hope you're doing well, Bernie. No, there is one. This? You still claim there to be an inconsistency? Try as you might, the outcome will always be the same. I'll just, people were gifting subs, donating bits, buying stuff on my throne, and just being overall really nice and generous. That's really all it was. The victim stood with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout. Yeah. It was the afternoon of the day before the riot. Bully with love, yeah, essentially. Then someone was there and the theme of the Plume Punisher filled the air. The accused plunged a knife into the defenseless victim's neck. The blade struck through, and in that instant, he departed. Now, I need to find the next inconsistent thing. You're doing good, and I agree with Chad that you deserve all the love and support. Thank you. Stood with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout. Yeah. It was the afternoon of the day before the riot. Someone was there in the feet. Alright, Saber. That was a lot of boy gears. Hughes plunged her knife into the defenseless victim's neck. Okay, I think this is where the next point is. Could be wrong, but I feel like it is. Hughes punched her knife into the neck. Yeah, no, not. What's your favorite face attorneyship? Probably Phoenix and Edgeworth, honestly. I know it's kind of basic, but I know a lot of people ship them.
Objection!
No, okay, that wasn't it. Alright.
Objection!
Okay, it's not that. I feel like the touch is the next part that we need to focus on, but I could be wrong. Let's look at the court record again. So, news here from the morning of the purification riot reports. Okay. Welcome back, Miyako. Check something real quick. Guess there wasn't much to find. Kind of. Let's see here. Manicura. Percent diagram. Oh, but the Sammy thing, right? Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that actually. um. Hmm. What are all the statements? So we have, the victim stood with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout. It was the afternoon of the day before the rite. Then someone was there, and the theme to the plumed Punisher filled the air. The accused punched her knife into the defenseless victim's neck. The blade struck true, and in that instant he departed from this world. So, my initial thought was the next thing that we focus on is the touch. Because you could tell that there is a struggle going on. If I was to go back. His head is being pushed forward as whoever killed him was about to stab him. And then, boom. So I feel like that's the part that we need to focus on next. That's the only logical explanation. No, it's alright, Miyako, don't worry. Yeah, the heavy part's not explained. I'm gonna try this again. But if it is heavy, then maybe the perspective of this vision still has something we don't know? Maybe. I'm not sure. Unless... What do we know about the scene again? So we know that this is at the the rebel hideout, which is behind the sanctum, basically. This is the hands are on that thing there on the right, and we know that the theme song, excuse me, it was coming from that alarm clock. So that's what we know so far. Victim stood with his hands on the stone slab. Yeah. It was the afternoon of the day before the rite. Then someone was there, and the fiend, the plumed Punisher, filled the air. The accused plunged her knife into the defenseless victim's neck. The blade struck true, and in that instant, he departed from this world. Yeah, this is getting tricky now. I still think it's this, though. I
Objection!
could be wrong. Okay. It's obviously something else, then. Okay. Right, if that's the case... I think I have an idea, because it might be a detail you do not remember during the investigation. Wait, hold on a minute. Maybe I've got the right idea about the touch, but it's on the wrong statement. Because in this statement, it makes it as if the person was just suddenly there. Which that can't be the case. I think this is it.
Objection!
No? Damn it, I thought I was onto something. Oh, frick. Alright. To me, pain would be more like it was, like he was forced down. What you thought? So basically what I was thinking was that, I was thinking about how, because it said, but then, you know, someone came up, and it was like, wait, no, hold on a minute, that can't be right, because, then we have that, prayer flag, which, said, hey, meet me at the regular, location and bring some grub and a key. So, I thought that maybe pointing out the touch would lead to us being able to present that, essentially. That was my thought. But yeah, that doesn't seem to be the case. Why would he be feeling heavy if he was kneeling down? That's the thing though, he's not kneeling down. He's standing. Hey, Astro Dude, welcome on in. That prayer flag was in the plaza well after he died. Yeah. Right. Okay. Loose elbow skin. That's a name. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Biscuit Bunch. Hope we're doing well. Hold on. Victim stood with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout. If he was standing, what does that mean? Alright, Connor, no worries. Thanks for hopping in. Appreciate it. If you do feel stuck, I have one detail to offer you should you need it. Okay. Here's a real world example. Hi, Stonewall. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Also, oh heck, Fox is about to debut his PNG tuber. Hang on, sorry, I'm gonna have a look at that real quick. I might as well show you guys. Let's have a look. Let's have a look together. Because I really want to see this in action. I want to see what he did.
The game was thinking about it. Otherwise, even though I put this thing up ahead of time, the OBS still has this nasty habit of being like, it's gonna take another like 5 seconds before I can actually put it on the screen for you. Sorry about that. Hello, everybody. Welcome back
cool
to
to
the
see it in
Fox and Fedora
action.
Show right here on good old Twitch.tv. It is another crazy round of gaming with a new PNG tuber. Absolutely new PNG tuber. Let's go over roll call and then I'll talk about this a little bit. Hey, you look different. Did you get a new haircut? You're still streaming. Sky Blue Arts, Hoshi K9, Ryuji, Firemancer, Zagram with a pounce. Oof. Did I say Hoshi? Hoshi! There we go. The Lone Gamer with the follow. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Fox Den of Thieves. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Thank you all for the hype train. The Chaos Demon. Did I say Ryuji? If I didn't, Ryuji. I'm probably like redoing a bunch of stuff. KD Rio. It doesn't work unless you at somebody. Haha. Let's see.
I can't wait to see this more in action.
Miyako. There we go. I got a new one. That was definitely a new one. Tangerine Boost.
Yeah, on that note, guys, mods, if I have a mod available, could you give a shout out to Fox, please? Like, I want to.
If I didn't call,
if you guys
your
haven't
name,
followed
let
Fox,
me
he's
know.
one of my best friends.
Well, there you go.
Definitely deserves all the
Silver
love.
Fox Kitsuna, Static the Deer over the pound.
Yeah, he's one of my best friends. Absolutely deserves all the love. He works on. He's made the Adventures of the Fox and Fedora, which is an audio dramedy series that I'm the artist for.
I'm gonna have to train myself on this one because I have to remember which buttons are which. So it's gonna be a bit of a learning curve as I have like a little mini document on the side here that allows me to see which buttons do what.
We'll get back to the game in a moment, I promise you.
Hope you all are doing well. Hope everybody's hanging in there. Nate Nakamura with a pounce as well. Unfortunately, we haven't. I don't think we have the pounce one yet. No, we do not have the pounce one. Did we get a shout out for Serena, by the way? By the way, Serena, I've added something for you especially because you were talking about this. Go to the Serena. This is one. I'll let you have the honors of doing this one first if you're able to. Go to channel points and click hydrate. It's the first of the new ones.
Oh yeah, I did see that you added that in.
No, why didn't it work?
Oh no!
Oh, what the hey? That is so stupid. There's like a sound thing in every. Oh. That burns me. That burns me. That didn't work. It's because my computer's wired a specific way where all the desktop audio is coming out of one section. And unless I have the desktop audio set to something else, it doesn't work. Alright, time to go into studio mode and do some finagling.
Also, the fact that he added it for me
right
specifically, like, what the heck?
That burns me the right heck up. Always gonna have something not working when making new changes. Apparently, it's very stupid. I don't like the way my computer is wired because it's wired for one thing. Desktop audio is just desktop audio. I'm like, no, I need like 5 different audio channels, you stupid thing, in order to make things fun for people. I gotta figure out how to separate this now. Oh.
Well, I guess we'll let him figure that out.
No, maybe I go to advanced audio properties. Can I split this? Is it even possible to split this? I don't even know if it's possible to split this. It just may not be
the internal streamer issue? Yeah, no kidding.
Aw, man.
Of plays all streamers? Yeah, pretty much.
That's stupid. I got a cooldown for an hour too. Oh. Why can't this have its own its own thing? It needs its own like audio channel. That's the problem. I don't know how to give it its own audio channel.
Take it to hydrate.
Might want to turn off the cooldown temporarily until you may. Yeah, I will. I'm trying to figure out how to like get it in a. I'm trying to figure out how to give it its own like audio channel because that's what it needs, and I don't know how to do that. Ah, darn that freaking sucks. All right, hold on, everybody. We're gonna do some last minute technical difficulties here because OBS sucks and my computer sucks because it only has one output for desktop audio.
Oh god. All right, well, we'll let him figure that out. Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to see the debut at the very least. Oh wait. How you doing, Gigster? Stream over streamception. Yeah, as I said, I just wanted to see the debut at least. Alright, Saber. Okay, so let's try and figure this out. Okay, let's have a look. The victim stood with his hand on Yeah, you guys seem to be focused on it is very nice looking PNG YouTuber. Love the pose. Thank you. So the Fox's PNG YouTuber now has several poses for different reactions. The current one that he's got right now is it's a remake of the one that he was using before. But now it could actually open its mouth and all that kind of stuff. And blink. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, you guys were like focusing on the standing up. The afternoon's right.
Objection!
Yeah, that can't be it. Hmm. Yeah, I might need help with this one. Because I thought I thought I knew what I was doing. But I don't think I know what I'm doing. Everyone's so keen, I know. what do you know about this position? Well, he stood against the, like he stood at the stone, slab. He didn't stay with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout. Yeah. And what do we know about the stone slab itself? Well, the stone slab... I mean, it looks like a Magatama, first and foremost. There is a little bit of blood down there. Inside. There is a detailed journey investigation that was learned that is not part of the evidence. Okay. That's a huge slab of stone, yeah. Welcome back, Lone Gamer. Phoenix found out that the stone slab is not very stable. That's right! I forgot about that. I forgot about that. So, okay. So with that, how does that change the vision? So, Victor stood with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout. Yeah. If you're standing and suddenly become heavy. I thought I was trying to point that out earlier, but maybe not.
Objection!
No, because that. Because I tried the heavy thing earlier and that didn't seem to do it. So what is happening in the vision? Walk me through what is happening now. What is now happening? So... So, like, I can tell here that like his head is getting pushed down at this point, at this part, and then the pain is when the knife strikes, or the dagger strikes. And why would he be pushing against the stone? So let me ask you this. With knowing the stone was unstable, what could that suggest? Well, I'd imagine there was some kind of like, what's the word? Conflict between him and... Turn your thinking around. Yeah, I'd imagine that there was some kind of conflict that happened. We're locked in on the... Yeah. Definitely forced down. I definitely think he was forced down. So... See, so this is the thing, though. I have a bad habit of, like... I see things too far ahead. But then the game is like, no, 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 no. We need to reel it back a little bit. It's just like, oh, come on, can we get to the point? But then there are times where it's the other way around. It's really frustrating sometimes. And the claim is that he's killed instantly by the dagger or strike. How can we show that death was an instant? Yeah, it's yeah, no, the death was instant. You can't deny that.
Objection!
Okay, so I was just on the wrong statement or, like, thing then. I knew the heavy thing had to be part of it, so I was right. It just... Whatever, we got it. The victim was originally thought to have been stabbed while bent over in prayer. But he was actually standing with his hands against the stone slab. So the question is, where did the sensation of something heavy come from? Yes, I see your point. Since the victim was standing, he couldn't have been held down. Then tell us, Mr. Wright, what was that heavy sensation felt by the victim? What caused the heavy sensation Zelot felt? Any thoughts, Maya? I agree that sense of heaviness seems important, but there's also the matter of Zelot's hands on the stone slab. Why were they even there? Could it be related to the cause of the heavy sensation? Well, Mr. Wright, do you have an answer for us? Of course. If I just envisioned the state Zelot was in when he was killed, the cause of heaviness the victim felt was... Okay. Is it a falling stone slab? It's the only one that makes sense out of the two. The only conceivable cause is the stone slab falling over, trapping the victim underneath. Oh, the stone slab came falling down on him, crushing him underneath. Right, that was the cause of the heavy sensation the victim felt.
Objection!
While your theory is impressive, you have overlooked a key fact. The victim was not crushed to death, rather he was stabbed. Oh yeah. Or do you claim that the dagger was plunged in after the slab had fallen on him? Plus, had the killer been behind the victim, they would have been both crushed together. Well, do you care to explain? Sure, I'd love to. That doesn't mean I can. How could the dagger have been plunged in after the slab fell on the victim? The killer couldn't have plunged the dagger into the victim after the slab fell on him. But what if the murder weapon wasn't what we thought it was? Well, there were other weapons in the rebel hideout. But the entrance to the hideout is right by the stone slab. Alright, Saber. Love you too, dude. There isn't enough space between the two to use any of the weapons found within. Yeah, there's not much space by the entrance, is there? So what was the real murder weapon then? I better think of something. The murder weapon wasn't the dagger. And the dagger must have been plunged into the victim after he was already dead. That means he was stabbed at least twice, but the autopsy doesn't mention that. Then he must have been stabbed in the same spot with something shaped like the dagger. Would the defense care to offer an explanation sometime this century? Wait, wasn't there something dagger-like near the scene of the crime? Yes, there was! The clock! Something that had a shape similar to the Warbad dagger. Present your evidence at this time, Mr. Wright. This shows what really killed the victim. I'm just gonna say just in case.
Take that!
No? I thought that would be it, but I guess not. A clock isn't meant to be sharp. It's just because I saw the dagger, so I thought, okay, well, maybe that'll be it. Well, I guess not. I suppose. Wait, hold on. So if it's not... Okay. What could be used instead? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Because that's where the blood is. Right. Okay. Right. So... I guess if it's not the photo of that, then maybe it's this? Take that show? There we go. Yeah, because of the water. Is this not the photo from the scene of the High Priest's murder? Are you suggesting the murder weapon is hidden rain? This is what really took Perez a lot's life. Okay. Give me a moment. I guess it's meant to be the statue?
Take that!
That makes sense with all the blood, actually, now I think about it. But that is the Warbat statue? Exactly. The Warbat statue has dagger-like feathers protruding from it. What the? Oh my god! Hama! Hello! That's Drew when? Hama! Thank you so much for the raid! How was your stream, dude? Oh my goodness. What a time for you to come in. My god. Welcome on in, Raiders. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Sky Blue Arts, or you can call me Serena. I'm a 2D animator and artist, and I'm also a variety streamer. Welcome on in, guys. Hope you had a fantastic time over on Hama's stream, and I hope you enjoy your stay here. We're playing some Apollo Justice right now. We're in the middle of a trial, which is getting pretty interesting right now. Yeah, if you are playing this game, then we're kind of in spoiler territory, so you might want to step away if you are planning on playing this. But of course, you're more than welcome to stay. Count, Death Toll, Moon Wolfie, 8th, I hope I pronounced that right, Trace, and the Fox of Katarina. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. Welcome to Biscuit Bunch officially. Oh, Zeke, thank you. Was great. We be at dead of night. Nice. I hope you have fun with that. Raiders, if you do need to raid and dash, by the way, I totally understand. I know how it's after your stream, so please do the post-stream self-care if you need to, but getting something to eat, drink, stretch, or get some sleep. Whatever you need to do, just make sure you look after yourself. But of course, if you want to stick around in the meantime, you are more than welcome to. In fact, I tried to raid you, but give you a shout out instead. Oh, I've done that before. I know the feeling. Who else came in from the raid? F-Zone, welcome on in. Moon Woofy, of course, welcome on in. Blaze, welcome on in. Did I win yet? Welcome on in. Werewolf Bride, welcome on in. The Virus K69, nice. Welcome on in. Trace, welcome on in. Count Death Toll, welcome on in. Princess Katsume, welcome on in. Flash Drive, Scroll Speeder, Fox of Katarina, True Rock, welcome on in, guys. Betsy, hi, welcome on in. The Aura Knight, welcome on in. Apex Rudderbutt, that's a name. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Biscuit Punch. Did I win yet? Thank you for the 64 bits. Appreciate it. Thank you. Jasmine Marine, welcome on in. Naiku, welcome on in. Solicu, welcome on in. Zara, welcome on in. Jamie, welcome on in. I'm not sure how to pronounce this name. Is it Goj Tastens? Goga Taste? Blah. Let me know how you want me to pronounce your name. Makey Fox, welcome on in. Ars Grimshaw, welcome on in. And I think I've caught up with everyone. If I didn't say your name, just let me know. The hell is that, Redeem? Yes. is the answer. Oh my goodness. Alrighty then. Alrighty then, but yeah, let's get back into some Apollo Justice. So yeah, as I said, we're currently in the middle of a trial. We're just trying to figure out this mess. We're trying to save Maya, who has been suspected of murder for the umpteenth time at this point. It's pure woohoo energy. Pretty much, Bernie. Oh, no, Zeke, it's not a thing. Stop it. Anyway, back to the game. The Warbat statue has dagger-like feathers protruding from it. Maya, that's the character I was playing in A Dead of Night. Oh, no! That is what really took the victim's life.
Objection!
You imbecilic fool, sorry. The statue is outside of the hideout. How do you propose it impaled someone who was inside? Easy, actually. Haven't you heard? The Warbat statue also functions as the hideout's door. What do you mean? The statue can pull a complete switcheroo. A switcheroo? To put it simply, it's a revolving door. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. A revolving door? Why, that makes perfect sense. Therefore, I believe the truth behind the divination seance to be this. As the victim entered the secret hideout, the stone sculpture came toppling toward him. He threw up his hands to stop it, but its weight forced him backwards. Unfortunately, the Warbat statue was right behind him. Yeah, ooh, that would yes. This cannot be.
That's enough!
That really is a horrible way to go. But the accuser's fingerprints were found on the dagger. She had held it while rehearsing for the rite, which is when her prints got on it. This is a shocking turn of events, but there is a great deal of circumstantial evidence in the defense's favor. I believe we must accept that the Warbad statue was what killed the victim. Oh boy. This seems like a serious internal design flaw. Yeah. Now that we know how Acolyte Zalot really met his demise, there's no basis for claiming my client committed this crime. Nice work, Nick. How could this be happening yet again? The divination seance is the only truth. No, your benevolence. It's not the truth itself, but it is a means for shedding light on the truth. Do you understand now? The kingdom needs lawyers so they can interpret your sights. But that means I have been misinterpreting the voices of the spirits all this time? Your benevolence, are you unwell? All the color is drained from your face. I'm just gonna faint again. I will be fine. Continue your proceedings without me. As you wish. Okay, never mind. She didn't faint. Wow. Kind of bad for her. Now then, I would have the defense continue. Please explain what you have learned now that we know how the victim actually died. Acolyte Zalot was killed in the hideout before the High Priest's murder. That means the body found at the Plaza of Devotion was moved there by the real killer. But only after the Warbad dagger was thrust into him, to make it look like the murder weapon. But does seem to agree with what we now know. But what would the real killer go to such... Or why would the real killer go to such lengths? I believe stabbing Acolyte Zalot's body with the dagger and moving it to the plaza was... Oh, I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Dang it. Well, I'm gonna have to take a hit for that one. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, just... Oh yeah, I forgot about autosave. That's right. Oh, wait, hold on. That's just gonna go back to the... Is that actually... Welcome back. How far back does that go? Okay, that's alright. Well, we found out how the guy died, so... Yeah, no, Katie, I didn't mean to do that. That was a complete accident. Yep. There we go. Okay, so let's just say real quick before I make that same mistake. Okay. So, definitely not the warning from the crime committed for fun to make it look like a serial murder. There we go. That was easy. It was an attempt to make my client look like a serial killer. That's right. The real killer planned all of this. This forged serial murder case. They did? That's it, Nick. Keep hammering away. Your reasoning has more holes in it than that cheese you foreigners so enjoy. What? Like those putrid hole-riddled clumps of curds that only a rat like you would love. Your reasoning, much like your putrid hole-riddled brain, has putrefied. What's the deal with things going putrid? You have yet to overturn my argument that the accused is the killer. A careful analysis of the chain of events up to the killing exposes the truth as follows. Disguised as Lady Kira, the accused found the rebel hideout the day before the riot. Helix, hi, well, come on in, hope we're doing well. Yeah, Hama raided. But Acolyte Zealot had followed her there after noticing her suspicious behavior. Caught by surprise, she pushed the stolen slab toward him, and we know the rest. Okay, I looked away because I was apparently Fox was showing off the expressions on his model. Heck. I never wait. Caught by surprise. Okay. I've never been to the rebel hideout in my life. When the high priest arrived at the sanctum the next day, he realized what she had done. That is when the accused murdered him in order to silence him. I believe Prosecutor Samadi has posed a compelling scenario. The defense, on the other hand, has yet to disprove the accused's guilt.
Objection!
Why would my client move Acolyte Zealot's body to where everyone could see it? And why would she stab the dagger with her fingerprints into his dead body? She had no reason to do any of those things. The dagger in his corpse was likely a warning to the rebels. Something along the lines of, Lady Kira will slay the defiant dragons. That is why she moved the body to the plaza for all to see. Now he has the judge convinced too? Thought I'd finally make some headway. Oi, stop it! Well, Mr. Wright, about time for one of your groans of distress, is it not? Wow, calling him out. Groan of distress? Kills me to admit this, but I've got nothing to counter his argument with. And I still haven't disproven the allegations against Maya. Is it not time to end your futile struggle? You were already judged guilty yesterday. That makes you a dead lawyer walking. Accept the death that now awaits you, and in doing so, finally know peace. A dead lawyer walking, indeed. Then again, are not all lawyers who practice in Qur'an? But I must admit, I misspoke earlier. Allow me to amend my statement. I had said the defense's reasoning had a putrid cheese-like smell. But now I realize the stench was from his own putrid body on the verge of death. Ew. Now I'm a rotting zombie. Think, who could have killed Zealot the day before the riot? Who knew about the rebel hideout and could gain access to the inner sanctum? Only those involved with the riot can enter the sanctum, so... Wait a second. Only a rebel would have known about the secret hideout, and the only person who was involved with the riot had access to the sanctum. I was suspected of being a rebel is... Did somebody come to mind? Yeah, except there's one huge problem. Huge problem? What are you two going on about? Plotting your escape from the sacred hall? I would not put it past you, considering you have no means to raise further objection. But don't do something. Prosecutor Samadi will have this one in the bag. I just have to bluff my way out of this, regardless of that huge problem. Your Majesty, I believe there is another suspect in Pura Zealot's murder. Even the most benevolent Holy Mother would not forgive such a desperate lie. After all, you know very well that such a person does not exist. No, there is one person who knew everything. Does such a figure truly exist? Tell us, who might that be? I believe the prime suspect in Acolyte Zealot's murder is... Oh boy. Okay. I believe the prime suspect in Acolyte Zealot's murder. Hmm. Okay. Oh. Mm. Just trying to put my mind together. So, it's definitely not him. Okay, there's a couple of people I could think of. I'm gonna do process of elimination because my brain is not quite there right now. So let's have a look.
Take that!
No, I didn't think so. I did not think so, but I thought I'd try. I'm kind of suspicious of her, if I'm honest.
Take that!
Okay, so it's not her. Never mind. As I said, I'm just kind of doing process of elimination because I'm not quite sure. I mean, plot twist. It was Maya. Dun dun dun. Um. You don't believe her? Ha ha ha. Oh, me too, Snaker. Wait, hold on. Maybe it was Tarust and me. Because this whole thing happened before the purification rite.
Take that!
Yep, there we go. You have to be someone allowed to enter the site. Yeah, and of course he was a rebel too, right? And who knew of the hideout. And that would be the high priest.
He could have committed the crime if they occurred the day before the rite.
Talk to them!
You would pit a crime upon the dead, knowing very well they tell no tales. Have you no shame? Dead men tell no tales. That is definitely a problem. Only the high priest can tell his side of the story. Huh? Maya? You could do that. But on the other hand, you didn't want to show your powers. What? Do I have something on my face? Wait a second. Could this actually work? Oh no, don't tell me I have some of my breakfast caught between my teeth. No, there's even the slightest possibility I have to go with it. New magistrate, dead men do tell tales. Therefore, I would like to request the High Priest's testimony. His testimony? Just how do you propose we get the deceased to testify? There's a way for the dead to testify. It's known as... channeling. Summon him here by means of spirit channeling. What did you just say? Spirit channeling? Is this Lord finally... sacrilege? Oh boy. Peace! I'm frankly astonished you even know of such a thing. But spirit channeling is a secret art that only Her Eminence Queen Garan can perform. And Her Eminence is far too busy with other duties to perform it at our pleasure. I suspected as much. That means our only hope is... Okay, Nick. You can tell them. But Maya, I thought you wanted to keep it a secret here in Karain. Don't worry. It's not like it's against the law or violates some religious precepts, so... I don't think we'll be punished. At least, I hope not. This is a crucial period for you. Sorry, I just got an email. They'll decide whether you become Master of Karain. We don't have any other choice now, do we? If I'm found guilty, it'll be
A lot worse than not becoming Master of Karain. Alright. Thanks, Maya. Actually, there is someone here who is capable of channeling spirits.
Talk to them!
But even Her Benevolence Princess Rafa finds the divination seance to be a challenge. Who could possibly have greater spiritual power than she, aside from the Queen? That would be... me. Is this some sort of joke? Foreigner could not possibly have such power. Even the royal priestess is incapable of such things. Peace! Peace, I say! Is this true? Is the accused capable of performing the secret art of spirit channeling? Well... yes. Yes, I can. Now, Your Majesty, we'd like your permission to begin.
That's enough!
Your Benevolence! This is an outrage! An outrage, I say! First you make a mockery of the you make a mockery of the divination seance, and now spirit channeling? It was just hard, it really is. Still your voices! Barbed Head, spirit channeling is the most sacred and secret of arts. Are you prepared to face the consequences of what you propose? Yes, I am. Your Benevolence, are you saying you approve of their use of spirit channeling? I will judge whether their claim is true. If this is but another of their lies, they shall be executed on the spot. Very well then. Your Benevolence? What if the accused accidentally calls forth an evil spirit? Do you truly believe this foreigner is capable of channeling spirits? But I wanted to be sure, as I am responsible for the safety of all present. Well, an inexperienced petitioner could inadvertently call forth a dangerous spirit. But do not fear, for I have a Magatama of parting. With it, I can send spirits back to the Twilight Realm by halting the flow of spiritual power. That's a relief indeed. These foreigners have thrown down the gauntlet. Let us not shirk from their challenge. We must prove them guilty and deliver their last rites. Do I make myself clear, Prosecutor Samadhi? Perfectly, Your Benevolence. Very well. The accused may channel the High Priest's spirit. But first, we must take a short recess to prepare. We will resume as soon as the preparations are complete. Until then, this court is adjourned. Oh my goodness, okay. Oh my freaking god. Okay. You managed to make good headway? Yeah, I guess so. Oh god. Right, now I'm debating, do I continue or do I stop? Because we're about to reach the 4-hour mark here. I know that a lot of today was just chatting, but I don't know. I'm also wondering, how long is it going to take to go through this next part of the trial? There's 3 cross-examinations to do, but they might be longer to do. Okay. Um, hmm. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a little bit of a chunky section ahead. Okay. Yeah, in that case, as much as I don't want to do this, I think I will call it here because if this is a chunky next section, I'd rather save that for next time. Where we have a bit more time on our hands, and I do have to do some editing for tomorrow anyway. So yeah. Yeah, so I think we'll come back to this next week. I really am sorry. I do feel bad for um for stopping when we had like a massive chunk of like just talking, but yeah. But yeah, we'll come back to this next week though. I'm assuming next time it's gonna be the conclusion of this case. So hopefully I'll see you guys there for